Hello and welcome to the first public alpha build of Neon Overture. I'm Ben the developer, and today I'll be going through how to make a very simple level within the game. If you haven't downloaded Neon Overture already, there is a free demo version on the description below from the IndieDB site. There are Mac, Linux and Windows builds. Once you've got it downloaded, open it up and then click on the editor button here, and that will bring you into the editor. So all the levels in the game are made within this editor, so even the official ones that come with the game, that's made with the editor. Any that you see that the public has made, that'll be in this editor. So chances are, if you see something cool, you can recreate it in here. You'll see over here is the toolbar. We've got it split up into sections, so we've got the drawing section, which draws the level. We've got the linking section, which links entities together. This entities panel creates entities, which are the objects within the world. So you've got enemies, you've got pickups, you've got all the required entities, such as the start and the end of the level, and more like that. And finally, under here, we've got the menu panel. So we've got create new level, save, load, we've got test, which isn't in yet, upload, which isn't in yet, and we've got the return to menu. So first, I'll show you how to create a quick level. Going through these one by one, we've got the draw tool, and this lets you draw blocks one at a time. You can use shift to drag in a certain direction to lock it to an axis, and if you right click, you can remove blocks. Again, you can lock it to an axis if it works. That's a bug. Next, we've got the line drawing tool, which is what it says. So you can draw lines, and it gives you a helper to show you where you're drawing it. You can draw some diagonal lines. And finally, we've got the box tool, which allows you to draw boxes really easy. Another thing to know is that your 1 to 7 keys on your keyboard choose the different block colors. So we've got yellow as 1, we've got 2 as green, 3 as blue, 4 as dark blue, 5 as pink, 6 as red, and 7 as orange. So you can add extra art to your levels. Notice that they don't bleed into each other. They are like nothing is touching the edges. So if we, for an example, if we do this, you'll see that it tiles nicely with an outside edge, and now different colors will not bleed together. Right, we're going to start a new level here just to get rid of all of this. I will just draw a very simple level using some boxes. Do something like this. And then using the draw tool, we can just get rid of these walls in between, just to create a very simple level. Right, next we're going to want to fill this with things that we can interact with and that make up the level itself. So click on this button here, which opens the entity panel, and you'll see we get this panel here. So this again is split up into different sections. We've got the required, we've got enemies, we've got the world, and we've got items, and soon we'll have weapons underneath. So this is everything that you need to do to have a working level. First off, we'll start off with the required tools. One thing to note is if we hover over these entities, you'll see on the right here, we've got the name of the entity, we've got an image of what it is, slightly bigger, and we've got a description to help you with what each entity does. So, first off, we'll start off with the entrance portal. So just click on the entity you want, and then you'll see that it ghosts to your mouse. So you can position your mouse and then left click to create an instance in the level. So we're going to want to do that for the entrance. We'll do it for the crystal. We'll do this for the power generator, which the player needs to take the crystal and place it in here. And once the crystal is in there, it powers the exit portal generator. So this is where the player will exit the level, which is initially off. So this is the process for a player to finish the level. So they spawn, they find the crystal, they put the crystal in the generator, and that opens up the exit. Next, we'll want to add a few obstacles into the player's path. So we've got enemies here. Again, just click on what you want to spawn. You'll see the ghost on your cursor, and you can just click to add some around the level. Now also what you can do is use the E and Q keys to rotate the ghost, and then you can place it around the level like this. Next we'll add a few spikes just to keep things interesting. And let's add some of these called flybows. Now flybows are basically area of denial enemies. If the player comes within the circle, they get activated and fly in the direction of the player and then explode on contact. So they're quite a fun little enemy to use. Obviously there'll be more added as the game comes on in development and seeing what the community wants. Things will be added. Next we've got some world items. Some of these items are physics based, so they can be moved around by the player, they can get hit by explosions and stuff like that. So we've got an explosive barrel here, and this explodes after a delay once it's lost its health. So say the player shoots it or it gets hit in another explosion, there'll be a short delay and then that will explode too. So using these we can set up cool chain reactions. So just place a few of these around the level. Also we've got special entities like an info sign here. If we place this, some entities will have their own properties. So first let's right click to get rid of the ghost. Then we can left click to select the object and it will bring up this box here called the object properties. Inside some will have different entries, so this one has a message. So this is the message that pops up around here when the player walks over this sign. So we can say something like hello world, and this will pop up when the player walks over this. We can add multiple signs and fun things like that. Next we can add some coins. Now coins are what the player collects and then can spend in the shop, which sometimes comes up between levels to buy new cool weapons or upgrades or replenish health and stuff. So I can place a few of these around. Next we'll move on to linking. So this is a very quite cool mechanic, I think. Say we have a blast door, I will put it here. By the way, if you right click to get rid of the ghost, you can left click and drag objects around to move them. So just put that here. So we've got a door. We'll just draw a little bit more of the level. Just to move this door here. Right, and then we need a way of opening this door. If we just draw a bit more there. There we go. So yeah, we need a way of opening this door. So this is where linking comes in. Linking is where you tie together objects via in-game events. So an easy example of this is if we spawn a lever. We'll just put it here, say. And then click on the linker button. You'll see it says linking in the top right. We can click the lever, then click the door. Say here that the parent object is selected, and now it says child parent object is selected. Here we get a linker options box. So clicking on here, we can see the different event types that happen. So we want on activated. So when the lever is activated, we want the door to be activated. So it says on activated. And we just click link, and it will say objects are successfully linked. So now when the player interacts with the lever object, the door object will open. Right, so we've got this level. We can now click on save. Give it a name, so we'll call it Hello World. Give it a same name for the title, maybe with a space. So this will be what the file name's called. So you want to, at least during the alpha and beta, probably call it stuff that machines will be happy to read. So avoid punctuation, avoid things like full stops. Just try and keep it text and text and number based. As for the world name and the level name and the level description, this can be anything that you want, as it's just displayed at the beginning of the level. So we can say this is an example of a editor level. And then you can put your name at the bottom. Once it's integrated with Steam, probably have your Steam ID tied into the level automatically, and then that will be updated whenever someone downloads the map. Right after that, we can click Save, say it was saved, press Cancel, and we can click Return to Menu. Click Yes. Right, now we can see if our game level works in game, so click on Start. You get this screen, so you want to click on Playlist. You want to find your level, which was called Hello World. It gets added to the current playlist menu, list even, and then we can click back, hit enter to spawn our character into game, to the menu, and then just get into game like you normally would. There's your text at the beginning, with your name. That's going to be slightly longer at one point. So the first thing to see is our message comes up, says Hello World. And now we can grab our crystal, we can jump across, and you'll notice here that the portal isn't started yet, so we'll just insert the crystal into the generator. You'll see the portal comes up. Next we're going to want to open the door, so like we practiced, just open the lever, and now we can jump through, collecting these, and we can exit the level. There we go, there's your first level. So I hope that everyone gets on board and makes their own levels. You can share them on the IndieDP game page. There'll be a link below in the description again, and I hope people make some interesting stuff with it. So thanks for watching. There'll be a few more videos, and the alpha builds will be continually updated, hopefully maybe once a week. If you've got any feedback, I'd love to hear it. You can also follow the development on Twitter at Bevans Media. Again, a link will be in the description. I hope you found this fun, and I'll see you next time.